Owners of this store in England let an attempted robber go free. Surveillance video caught what looked like a customer browsing through the Phone Market, a cell phone store in West Yorkshire, UK. After getting two phones in his hand to compare, the hooded man makes a run for the door, only to find out that it's locked from the inside.
Give me the phone, stupid. I love the energy. Motherfucker didn't even budge. They knew what the fuck they was doing. I love that shit. I love that shit.
Nobody moved to press the button because the button been pressed. They saw this white dude walking with a hoodie and they're listen, we've seen enough. We've seen enough of EastEnders. We've seen enough of UK television to know we don't trust no gingers.
Give me back the phones. I love it. They didn't even budge. Look at this shit. It's precious.
Shout outs to
It's beautiful. Then the walk of shame. The walk of shame is great. Play that shit back.
You have to walk by, yo, Ahmed, man. Here are your phones.
No, it was this. It was this. This is what I love. I'm sorry.
And you know this is in the UK because in America they would have pulled guns.
Look at this shit.
The would-be thief brings the phones back to the counter and makes his excuses. The two men behind the counter remain calm. But they didn't. The shop owner, Afzal Adam, not only let the suspect go, he posted the video to Twitter asking the almost robber to come back. He wrote, "The times are difficult for many of us at the moment, so if you are struggling to put food on the table, please come visit us in the store to see how we can help." Adam credits his Muslim faith with teaching him to be merciful and forgiving.
Shout outs to you.
That's a double win.
Shout outs to you.
Saved the phones, made the business look fire.
A man allegedly fatally stabbed a man who confronted him for bad manners. The victim held open a door for the man, who did not say thank you, police say. The man was arrested and charged with manslaughter and criminal possession of a weapon.
What a dumb reason to die. So basically,
So he was charged with manslaughter.
what happened
So the dude died.
What happened was the guy in the white,
Was holding a door.
the guy goes through, but he doesn't say thank you. So the guy goes in and he's like, "Hey, bro, you not gonna say thank you? Chopped cheese, whatever they say in New York." Okay? Yeah, whatever, man. And the man said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Excuse me?"
You
They say-
said you're not gonna say thank you, chopped cheese.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't even pretend like I know New York like that.
You're not gonna say thank you, chopped cheese, dead ass.
So dumb. So the man said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "You're not gonna say." They start having an altercation, and the guy who said, "You're not gonna say thank you," gets stabbed and dies.
That's crazy. People are not well. People are not well.
Who's not well in this situation? The man who loses it because somebody didn't say thank you, or the guy who stabbed him? Because he got aggressive. You saw his posture? He looked like he was trying to fight him. Guys, I don't know who's the dumber one in this whole situation. It's hard to tell.
Well, the thing that happened is that when you fight a pig in the mud, from the distance, at some point you can't tell who's who, and at the end of the day, you realize that the pig likes it. So when you fight like that, you don't know who's who. That's what happens. You don't know who's who,
Hey, listen.
who's dumb and who's not.
Couldn't be me. I've opened doors for many people. I've never said where's my thank you, motherfucker? You know what's crazy is that a lot of these murders and deaths can just be so easily avoided if motherfuckers just walk away. Let it go. Just let it go. It's not even important. That is just dumb behavior. And that's what people do. Kind of like that white man in the parking lot that we covered before.
The old man could have died.
Easily.
The old man could have died.
He did a reverse and went back twice. That's that dumb shit.
Twice. That's that dumb shit.
That's that dumb shit. Like, yo, let it go. It's not even important. And by the time you dealing with a serious situation way more serious, you're going to wish you let it go. Sure, your pride might be a little bit annoyed. Who cares?
It's too late now.
You guys are out here dying because some motherfucker didn't say thank you. Like, what is y'all doing? Knowing there's that much instability. Here's the thing. I don't even act like that when I'm in Canada or in Europe. Y'all doing that in America.
But they're Americans.
So, last I checked, Americans are not immune from stab wounds.
That's not what I
Is
said.
that something on the RPG chart, character chart?
Yes.
Are they immune from gun bullets?
No, but they don't like they it's normal. Walking around like that is normal to them. So I guess they just
Americans are constantly aware of the security dangers and the threats. They're not immune to it. If you know your place is fucking dangerous, you don't act like that.
I'm not saying they're immune to it. There's just a certain sense of I'm home, nothing's gonna happen to me.
Do you think they think that?
You know whenever
Do you think they think that? You think they think when they're in their city, nothing's gonna happen to them?
Some of them might think that because they're in their hood. They in their hood. You know, when you drive around in your car, they say that most accidents happen near your house because your vigilance is actually lower because you're close to home. You know these stuff. You know this is your normal routine, so your vigilance is really lower, right? And maybe that's where I'm not saying that 100% they don't think they're gonna die, but because they know the corner store, that's their spot. The way I see Americans and people from New York repping their hood and shit, that's my hood, nigga. That's not. You're not gonna say thank you, my G. You think he's not? I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but maybe there's a sense of like being home and it's not. I wouldn't call it safety because some of the hoods are hoods, but at the end of the day, you don't think this shit's gonna happen instantly to you.
I mean, I don't even believe that's true because they see people around them dying all the time.
Yeah, and
that's all people talk about how they feel unsafe in America. Every poll shows that they feel unsafe in their own country. They feel like crime is crazy through the roof right now. Mm-hmm. So why would you ever think of beefing over somebody?
Those people that are unsafe are not the ones that are gonna fight for a thank you. If you fight for a thank you, or you will go up to someone like that for a thank you, you think you must have something that they don't have. But maybe not. I'm probably wrong.
I just think they're unstable. I think you have to be a certain level of unstable to want to fight somebody over someone not saying thank you. That's the truth. I think there's something a little bit sick in the prideful culture of a lot of men where they feel like they gotta puff out their chest all the time over dumb shit. I think they're aware of the danger. I think they just don't care. I think a lot of them don't care. Or they're so clouded by their emotions that they gonna just have a moment where even though they're aware, if you were to ask them on any other day of the week, like, are you aware of how dangerous starts in your neighborhood? They're like, yeah, they're well aware. But you get a little bit mouthy with somebody and all of a sudden you stop thinking rationally. You could even see a cop on the corner and you still gonna fight the person in front of you because you're so mad about situations. How many times have I seen cops just standing right there and dudes who know and see the cops are starting punching each other out right in front of the police officers? Why? Because they mad and they're upset. Emotions. I think that's what it really comes down to. That's why they gave it manslaughter and it wasn't premeditated because this shit was a spur of the moment thing where you're not thinking rationally. But it's just one of those things where if I know I'm in a dangerous place, I'm already thinking de-escalation every time. I'm not thinking about my pride. Because I'm not rocking a bunch of weapons on me at all times of the day. So why would I even think that? And even if I was, the last thing I want to do is see who's got better accuracy. Just because I got it on me doesn't mean I want to have to use it. You know what I'm saying? But man, this is just my brain, the way it works. I can't understand that. I can understand it. I just don't understand how you get in your 30s and you still like that. You get me? I understand. Young people are dumb and full. You in your 30s and you still can't regulate your emotions at all? Mm-hmm. To be smart and
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, some of y'all grown, but you're not really grown. See if I'm on your side. That's at least the way I see it. Because my friends, when I'm in the States, like, they're constantly aware of, like, how everything is. But the ones who still end up getting in situations, at least from my perspective, is a few screws missing over here and there. But anyways, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Between the two videos, we saw one wholesome one, one deadly one. You know, good balance in life. What? No?
One wholesome one, one deadly one.
Yeah, balance.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't see the difference though. The first video's in the UK. There's an attempted robbery. Nothing happens.
Yeah, well,
no violence. And then you go to America. Say thank you.
I'm not.
And then you
I'm not gonna be like the UK ain't got that violence because They got stabbings and they got mad stabbings and mad acid thrown in their face. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know what? The people from the I'm not gonna do that.
I'll say this: people mention that stuff, and it is partially true, but per capita is not even close to comparable to America.
Fair.
Like, I don't think people realize how crazy crime in America is.
Yeah.
Like acid attacks, we talk about them because they're so bizarre to us. But
crazy.
really, it's just because they got a lot of brown people, and that shit's just popular from like those places. But really, acid attacks are not as common as you think. Surprisingly. And especially when you compare it to more deadly forms of crime that happen in America, they're not even close. One city in America could probably overtake all of the UK for murders a year. Here, let me look it up.
Sure.
Murder, England, per year. You'll find out. The US is just wild. I looked at the numbers, and the numbers are crazy. So if I multiply, 8 times more homicides.
In the States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per million.
Okay.
So per million people.
Per million.
That's crazy.
That means there's even more assaults.
I mean, these motherfuckers. So it just shows you, like, America is really its own beast.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, like, gang and drug related, but still.
Not necessarily.
What you mean?
That was not drug related. That was not gang related. It was thank you related.
This one, I'm talking about just in general, though.
And the other one was parking related.
I'm talking about just in general. Most of, like, the number why it's so inflatedly high.
While the other one was phone related.
Yeah, it was. Most of the numbers are actually just gang members just killing each other or drug-related crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even here, every time you hear about a homicide, it's pretty much always drug or gang stuff. Am I lying? Think about the last 4 or 5 that we talked about.
Sure.
People see the numbers and they freak out, but they don't realize generally it's just gang members murking each other.
Yeah.
Or people fighting over drug territory. Yeah. But anyways, we don't want to get too deep into it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. This is going to be a Patreon exclusive. All right, that's covering a couple different videos in a single one. Let us know if you guys like this format. We want to hear from you.
Hello related.